Yes, okay. Okay, this is Simon Newson, Whirly Wines, doing a little Whirly tour in Austria. What is a place called in Wagrem? Is that pronounced correctly?
Region Wagrem.
Wagrem.
Yes.
So my Austrian's not very good. And we're here to taste some organic Gruner Veltliner, which is made by Stefan Mehofer. Is that correct as well?
Yes, Stefan Mehofer. It's
okay.
Correct.
And I met Stefan in London back in February. And it's now the 15th or 16th of April, and we're here to taste some fantastic wines. Stefan's been making wines for how long?
I'm in the winery since, I've produced the wine since 2008 in this winery, but I'm the 10th generation. 10th generation. So we are 300 years in this winery. 300 years?
Yeah. So your father was making, your grandfather was making wine?
Yes.
Okay. So I went and looked in the cellar yesterday, and it's quite incredible. It's a cellar which I think you said to me was called a road cellar. Is it like
yes,
it's like a long road.
Yes. Yes. It's called road.
Road.
Cellar road.
Cellar road. But does it mean road? Does it mean actually mean that or?
I don't know what to explain.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Anyway, it was pretty impressive. Okay, we're going to taste 4 wines very quickly here. These are all organic wines, and Stefan said to me yesterday that they've been making organic wine here for 20 years. It's their 20th vintage, which is actually quite exciting and groundbreaking. So if you imagine 20 years ago they were making organic wines here, that's quite revolutionary. We're going to taste 4 wines. First is a 2012. These are all 2012 vintages, by the way. I think actually no, the whites, and they're outstanding 2012 wines as well. And this is a Gruner Veltliner, which is kind of what the area is kind of known for.
Gruner Veltliner is the main variety in Austria, so we have in our winery about 40% of the white wines are Gruner Veltliner. So it's a light, fresh, fruity Gruner Veltliner. From the climate, it's a warm climate, cool, warm climate, and from the loess soils.
From loess soils,
so it's loamy sand.
Loam sand.
Sand.
Yeah. And it's really kind of very fresh, kind of slight creaminess on it, got a bit of apple and sort of pear going on, but just really quite intricate. I mean, if this wine's only been bottled for like 4 weeks. This wine was still grapes like 6 months ago, and it's incredible the complexity of the wine. The next wine we're going to taste, we're going to move quickly here because we need to. I need to catch a train back to Vienna soon. Rotter Veltliner. So Rotter means red.
Rotter means red, but the grapes are pale red, so you can produce only white wines from this. It's an old variety. It's one of the oldest varieties in Austria.
Right.
And about 70, 80 years ago in this region, Wagrem, it was the main variety.
Right. Well, there we go. I mean, I didn't know that there was Gruner is green and Rotter is red. So here we go. So we've got the opposite of Gruner. We've got the red grape, but it's not, as you can see, it's not red, but it's slightly stronger in colour, isn't it, than the Gruner?
Yeah.
And the nose is slightly. I was saying yesterday when I smelt it, it was kind of quincy, almost like stewed quincy on the quince, which is that wild.
Quitte, yes.
You call it quinta.
Quitte.
Quitte, okay. It's a much stronger flavour. Much more intense wine, isn't it? Flavours, but really fresh and lovely still.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Okay. Next wine, very quickly. We're going to taste. I was shocked yesterday by the quality of the wines of the reds, because I didn't think they could make red wine here in Austria because it would be too cold. But actually, you said to me earlier that this is something quite new in terms of you making red wine here, because maybe 30 years ago it was not warm enough.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is a blend of. This is called. You're going to have to pronounce this.
Merlot and Blauburgunder.
Blauburgunder.
Merlot,
okay.
You know, Blauburgunder is Pinot Blanc. Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir.
So it's from Burgundy. So I love that. It's called Blue Burgundy, but it's actually Pinot Noir. It's great. I love it. And it's 50% Merlot and 50%.
Yes.
Okay.
It's stored for 1 year in the small oak barrels.
Okay.
And we bottled them 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Look
It's the vintage 2011.
2011, yeah. Kind of fresh cherries and lovely sort of fresh fruit on the nose. really kind of great colour and great clarity. But I mean, I was just shocked at the quality of these red wines, which is why I'm tasting here now with you. I mean, there's that kind of hint of Merlot, but the Pinot Noir really kind of makes it such a lovely, kind of velvety, kind of smooth wine. It's gorgeous. Because normally Merlot okay, no, it's 2011, but Merlot can be quite difficult when it's young. Yeah. So lovely fruit, lovely complexity. A wine that I'm going to revolutionise the restaurant world with in the UK. What's this space? And then the last wine is, quickly, I'm going to make that train to Vienna. The last wine is pronounce this for me.
Zweigelt. And Cabernet Sauvignon. It's 90% Zweigelt and 10% Cabernet.
And Zweigelt is a...
Zweigelt is a typical Austrian red variety.
Okay. So
in our area, our region, Wagrem, it's from the reds, 80% is planted with Zweigelt.
Okay.
So this wine is stored in the big oak barrels for 1 year, 1 to 2 years.
The big oak barrels you showed me?
Yeah, in the cellar.
Which don't, in the cellar, exactly, in the road cellar, but they don't actually add to the complexity of the wine, or they do a little bit?
Just a little bit, just to store and to take... yes.
Because if you put them in a barrel for a year, a normal barrel for a year, it would the oak would kind of take over the wine, wouldn't it? Yeah. So a bit, I would say a bit maybe darker in colour than the last one, and kind of stronger. I get a little bit of Cabernet on the nose, kind of quite rich flavours. But again, it's just really wonderful fruit on the nose. Really enjoying it. I mean, just a most glorious glass of wine. So this is Simon Newson, Worley Wines, finishing off in Stefan Mehofer's little courtyard here in Wagrem. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.